Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Conley, and I have been suffering for nearly 20 years with an early onset dementia that I have full documentation from the Amen Clinic here after scanning 4 times at the Amen Clinic in downtown Bellevue here. I'll let you guys take a look at these scans from the first time that I actually did my first scan to the second to the third here. Again, you can see how bad these scans got for me. Lots of perfusions. And my latest scan right here where there is no perfusions basically at all. And I will be scanning one more time here at the Amen Clinic in about a month and a half to show full 100% recovery and my brain being stronger than in 20 years that I've been dealing with this. My mother wrote me an email the other day after I met with the Amen Clinic, and she said that she'd been praying for me for 20 years that I would have a full recovery from what I was dealing with. And I actually, it brings a tear to my eye to show this, to be able to read this here. But this is from my mother right here, this email. You can see it right here. I'll let you read it. And she says that she's been praying me for 20 years for a healing. And after meeting with the Amen Clinic and stuff like this, we've shown basically a full recovery from the issues as I had frontal temporal lobe issues. Some call it FTD, frontal temporal lobe dementia. And you can also see the holes all in the back, early onset Alzheimer's dementia. Was so bad for me, basically, I nearly committed myself multiple times to an elderly care center. And also, I also almost turned in my license numerous times as well. So it was a very difficult time. And I am very knowledgeable how this affects families as a ripple effect from the person that has the horrible that condition like that to the people that are closest, and the ripple effect it has across entire community. And so part of my this video is about a proposition to the Amen Clinic to show for the first time in history the power of frequency medicine on the brain with these results. So first I want to share with you what took place last week. And for the record, I have been living through Amen's, following the protocol for a healthy brain, exercise, good organic food, 9.0 pH water I drink here and stuff, and all these other the supplements that Amen Clinic has also suggested as well. So I have been following their regimen. Okay, the missing part for me was frequency medicine, and also for the record, I injected $60,000 worth of stem cells this last year. I spent $20,000 going all the way over to Dominican Republic when this was very bad condition for me, and injected $20,000. It was the cost. I'm the only person that I know of that actually has documented proof on all of YouTube of stem cells being injected to my brain. And I'll put that video down below so you can actually see that take place right there. And I was wide awake when that happened. So I have come to the conclusion that I think stem cell activation is very necessary, but I'm leaning towards the idea that through frequency medicine, and I'll get to this device in a second by Healy, that we can actually activate the body's stem cells, since this was a device like this, because this has a range from about 0.1 hertz all the way up to 1 million hertz. Don't quote me exactly on that, but this thing has been a complete lifesaver for me right here, the effect of this frequency medicine. And so I'm basically writing a hypothesis thesis here that frequency medicine is the missing component when it comes to treating Alzheimer's dementia, and working with the Amen Clinic, improving through my brain scans. I've truly loved working with Dr. Daniel Amen and documenting my progress over time, which even also you can see here, which I was diagnosed, they call this a diamond here right here, which this was diagnosing of post-traumatic stress disorder as well. And I will say, with how the world is set up right now, with how the Federal Reserve putting all this money, and money being basically devalued so much, it worth only 2 pennies on the dollar. Let's get to this for a second. That people have been dealing with trauma and unnecessary stress over the since we came off the gold standard right now. So a lot of people have gone through really hard times emotionally and stuff like this. And from my understanding, emotions are frequency. And all those emotional hard things that you go through in your entire life, this is my thought so far, guys, heads up, is that is causing blockages in the brain with frequencies, and it's causing things that we can actually see on these brain scans right here that you're seeing right there. So very exciting to know that potentially there is something out there, and I'm not making scientific claims here. We being very careful about this, but from my experience, this is my personal experience here, and I've done my best to make this the most documented case in history with brain scans, and going through the stuff that I have with stem cells also, and also using frequency medicine and using this device that is FDA approved. This month, we're October, November, supposed to have FDA approval in the United States for the world's first artificial intelligence frequency device that connects via Bluetooth to your iPhone, smartphone, and uploads your frequencies up into the cloud. Okay, so now, you guys, here's what happened. Going to the Amen Clinic last week, I had 2 meetings with the Amen Clinic. The first time, I just had a wild hair. I walked in the Amen Clinic. I want to say thank you so much to the Amen Clinic for giving me the time of day and taking the time to meet with me both these times. I really appreciate that. Not billing me for it, right? So I go in there, I meet with the front desk girl. She puts me in connection with the person that runs the entire the whole entire clinic at Amen Clinic. These are satellite clinics. And also the Amen Clinic, just a heads up, has more documented brain scans than any clinic on the face of the earth. Think about this right here. They have satellite campuses all around, but here I'm so fortunate to have one right here in Bellevue where I got tested right there recently here 4 times over the course of these years. But you guys, when I went ahead and laminated this and put in chronological order. I gave this to the lady at the head manager. Sorry, I don't have her name in front of me right now. But she went ahead and, Rashka, I think is her name. She looked at this and she goes, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like a miracle. It was basically her exact words. And I asked her, I said, Rashka, I think that's her name. I said, have you seen any, she'd been there for 2 years, your medical background. I go, have you seen anyone with these kind of results over the course of your entire time working at the clinic right there? And she told me, no, she has not. Okay, so she sent me, and I talked to the front desk girls. 2 of the front desk girls have been there for a long time, also that file the records that have done this, and they were blown away by these results. And they also said that they had not seen results like this either. Heads up. So Rashka went ahead and set me up an appointment with Dr. Chapik, Dr. Chapik at the Amen Clinic in Bellevue. I had a meeting with him, I think 2 or 3 days later, early last week, okay? And Dr. Chapik, who's the one that read my scans, the last time that I went ahead and got the scans done, he actually read them. Dr. Chapik read me these scans last time, okay, right here. And he had not seen these scans right here, but this was a little while ago. And when he saw me, I was in a really, really bad spot. And basically, I kind of got the feeling that they're kind of giving up on me. They're like, yeah, how about some counseling? I was like, I don't think that's going to cut it here. So Dr. Chapik looked at these results, and he looked at me, man to man, eye to eye. He's like, man, you have really changed so much, so much. And I told him, I said, look, bro, I'm telling you what, frequency medicine is it. I've been dealing with frequency medicine for probably 10 plus years using PEMF, pulsing electromagnetic frequencies, this kind of thing, even laying my head on the PEMF devices. But it was when this device came out that I truly believe, this is my thoughts now, and I like to hear doctors' inputs from around the world, that when we go through PTSD events, okay, I don't think it's proper to label these conditions so much, whether it's ADD, ADHD, anxiety, PTSD, all this stuff. I feel and I believe that when we go through traumatizing events out there in the world and things happen to us, it changes our frequencies. It makes dead ends basically within that we no longer are functioning at our full capability because it's just seriously had an effect on our frequency system throughout our entire body. And I will also add to that I believe with the 4 and 5G networks out there, the Wi-Fi also, all these security devices at the airport, I travel a lot, all these things out there have an effect on our frequencies that is making it to where it's actually dumbing us down because we're not able to go ahead and have the higher resonating frequencies within our cells. That this device, I believe, I'm led to believe after using it, that these frequencies supercharge your cells to help combat the negative effects of trauma and also mental, physical trauma, all this kind of stuff, and also the frequencies that are taking place in the world, the 5Gs and all the stuff that's going on right now. So my proposition to Amen Clinic is this. I'm speaking directly with you, Dr. Amen, okay, is that I am going to brain scan again in 2 months from this day right now. I'm going to scan 2 months from this day, and we're going to see a full recovery. Because I'm a perfectionist, there's one last little hole in my brain supposedly. Actually, it's gotten better. It may be gone already right now. But this little tiny hole left in my brain right here, when I used to be like a triceratops head, I call it, where you can see I had like massive holes in the top of my head. Look at those holes in the very top right there. I had a triceratops head brain, I call it, because the 3 horns coming out. 3 holes right there, okay? Frontal temporal lobe issues right there, okay? I studied tons about this, okay? So I'm going to test in 2 months, and I'm going to show you guys and prove to the world that I have the case, documented, that got rid of all this. And my intention is to help people around the world bringing the frequency medicine and having it documented for other cases. I think I got a mailman downstairs, guys. Having it documented and have this frequency medicine is the future, okay? I want to further add that the spinal column right here, okay, the spinal column right here plays like a musical instrument, okay? And this is, again, a belief in scientific, and this is actually a scale that shows that at the different frequencies, it has an effect on the different vertebrae across the world right there, okay? In your body. So when we do the frequencies using a device such as this, obviously it's having an effect on the vertebrae and the things that come out on this that affect all different parts of our body. So I want to work very closely with the Amen Clinic here, and I want to help bring this science to the entire world. And I just look forward, Dr. Amen, thank you so much for your time, and we will talk very shortly. So please, spread this video to other doctors that you know, other nutritionalists, other people that deal with anxiety and these brain issues and stuff like this. And let's get the word out there about this. And please contact me so we can have a one-on-one conversation about this and help change the lives of others. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and looking forward to healing lots and lots of people. It's happening right now.